Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another Spark 143 model to talk about, and it's the 2007 Oreca Matmut Saleen S7R. In 2007, Oreca entered two Saleen S7Rs in partnership with Matmut into the GT1 class that year. The cars looked fast and had many GT1 teams worried. After winning in class from 98 to 2000, Oreca could dominate again. Oreca was up against stiff competition with the likes of 6 Aston Martins and 5 Corvettes run by various teams. No entries were allowed to have 2 cars under the same banner. But that didn't deter Oreca, as the number 55 Saleen was second in qualifying, right behind the 008 Aston Martin, and with a 70% chance of rain for the race, anything could happen. As the race started, it was a fierce battle up front, but the weather quickly turned and caught several cars out. A mad dash to the pits caused a lot of chaos on pit lane. However, cars would be forced to come back in for slicks because drivers were reporting it only being very wet in one sector. Drama would fall on Corvette as the number 64 car pulled off track under a safety car with drivetrain issues. The car broke a drive shaft and was instantly retired. As for Oreca, they stuck to a race pace and settled in for the long game. Oreca is very disciplined in their strategy and make little to no mistakes. In the third hour, the bottom fell out all over the circuit, creating mass chaos everywhere. As the race went on, not only the weather, but also traffic played a huge part in surviving. The number 63 Vet clips one of the Audis heading into turn 1 and sends the Vet off track. As night fell, the number 54 Saleen comes into the pits for a routine stop. The car is currently 15th overall and still going strong. The sister 55 car also came in during the night. The car was running 6th in class with no signs of weakness. The Oreca Saleens were staying out of trouble and clocking off consistent laps. Both cars in the top 8 for GT1. But drama hit the Oreca camp in the middle of the night. The number 55 Saleen comes into the pits. The crew took the engine cover off to inspect a potential issue, but suddenly the car was wheeled into the garage for what looked like left rear suspension work. The team got the car back out on track, but it was many laps down. As the sun rose, the number 54 Saleen was 11th overall and seemed to have no issues that the sister car had. But Aston wasn't spared as the 007 car came into the garage for a new front splitter change. The car would go down several laps. As the race wound down, the number 54 Saleen was 5th in class and running perfectly. The final few pit stops were flawless on the number 54 car, but more drama struck the sister car as the driver lost the rear end in the first chicane and spun the car into a tire barrier. Thankfully, no damage was done. With a couple of hours left in the race, the weather turned yet again and caught many more cars out, and the safety car would have to be deployed. As the rain fell, both Oreca survived the race and made it to the checkered flag. Oreca secured a 5th in class finish, a success working with the car for the first time. Here is the 5th class number 54 Oreca Matmut Saleen S7R. It comes in a silver box like I mentioned earlier, so you can tell this is a little bit older release. The sides are open, and if we can just carefully slide it out. What's great about these Oreca Matmut cars are the liveries. They are all striking and they look incredible, and the Saleen is no exception. Blue and red for the base with these white swirls over the top to create a very eye-catching livery. The Saleen was really a dark horse in the race and the sport. You have to have a lot of production cars to justify the race car, but Saleen barely had enough road-going cars to compete, and I think they worked something out with the ACO to get this car into competition. But this livery is so cool. It looks great from any angle, and I love looking at it from the top. With this being a mid-engine car, the open glass back, you can see the engine back there with the tubes running through. It looks so amazing. And having the side view mirrors up front on the hood looks incredible. The drivers on this car were Laurent Groppi, Nicolas Prost, and Jean-Philippe Belloc. And they secured a 5th in class finish for the race. Here is the number 54 Oreca Saleen that managed the top 5 finish at the race in 2007. If you like this video, give me a like and a follow. I got a lot more cars to unbox, and I'm uploading a new video every Friday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.